YouTube, what's going on with y'all boys, man? It's your boy Cyph, man, and I'm back with another reaction, man. Today's video, we got the Bronx getting hit with RICOs. Oh my god. Damn. This is gonna be a crazy video right here, I ain't gonna lie. Y'all know New York beef get heavy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know. I do not gangbang. I do not associate with none of this. You know, I'm just a civilian, just spectating, you know what I'm saying? So free everybody, mainly free Flay. I said free Flay Flock. I was gonna say free K Flock, man. That boy ain't do nothing wrong. He ain't do nothing wrong. I swear to God, he ain't do nothing wrong, bro. It was me. It was me. Free K Flock, bro. Get into it.
I had no idea what drill rapping was, but I called my son. He sent me some.
Call his son
Videos.
Did his son really rap?
Alarming.
At one time, the Bronx was a thriving community.
This trap
That started to change.
Where y'all niggas at, bro? Where y'all Lori Law niggas at? Y'all niggas pissing on my son, Goon War, nigga. Y'all niggas is bugging.
You did somebody who
K-Flock be
died.
on
His name was
timing.
Rara.
Rara.
Before he
That's
died,
who Rara is?
he said, I'm gonna kill you when I see you. Look how that worked.
These individuals want to get credit for the harm that they're doing.
The gangs are accused of operating out of public housing and often stalk their enemies in broad daylight.
Why y'all running up Dolly? Why you running? Why y'all running?
We allow
he's running?
Displaying of guns.
Me personally, I would never run.
It to stay on these sites.
Keep dumping, eat that baby, that kid ain't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? Free to Flocka, man. Nigga he was gonna go up.
7 years ago, there was a huge explosion with Brooklyn drill. Then the feds started doing gang sweeps, taking everybody down one by one. It got so crazy, you got shootings happening in Times Square involving established rappers.
This week's gunfire in Times Square, police have made an arrest. 20-year-old Kumina Elijah of Brooklyn.
Since 2017, the NYPD has used facial recognition technology, or FRT, in 22,000 cases.
22,000?
The internet gets their hands
These niggas
on
be
the
getting
footage
caught in
of their
4K?
favorite rappers
Come on.
involved in shootouts and moving traffic, stabbings.
I could never. I'm
beatings
moving
near
tack.
delis. I mean, some of the songs that were going viral. Every other line was someone smoking on someone's dead ops. Crews would boast about those same crimes and put them in music videos like they were Easter eggs. You had the city's mayor, Eric Adams, coming out in a press conference wanting to ban drill music, even expanding and investing into different departments that
banning drill music is crazy.
Online. Much of that work is done
I'm
here
not jacking
at
that.
the NYPD's real-time crime center.
They're bragging about what they're doing. Social media has proven to be an invaluable tool.
A few years ago, the Bronx took over. Maybe one of the sickest boroughs in the city.
The society in the Bronx is horrible.
Rappers from the Bronx to stop using the music to encourage shootings.
I remember in the 90s, kids were throwing fridges off the roofs of the River Park Tower projects in the Bronx. And now the kids from RPT are getting indicted by the dozens on federal racketeering and gang conspiracy charges.
Niggas don't care about me, my heart. Like, my heart only been like 3 months. Like, niggas really forgot about me already. Like,
with the government trying to pin them for everything from murder all the way to animal cruelty. Talking about one of the most infamous drill voices in the scene, D-Thang, who was talking shit to a pigeon on an Instagram live stream with his boys, then shooting it dead for 100 viewers.
your little man's right here. Dog, wait. We watching drill now. You gonna pick him up? I can't look.
See, everything in New York was getting done for clout, followers, and numbers. With shootings spiking from 200 all the way to 500 last year. It's all young kids, aged 13 and 15, maneuvering the back alleys and the looping hills in the Bronx, using scooters to carry out hits in broad day.
This gang conducted wolf pack-like searches throughout the investigation.
Now, we're getting into all this, but first, check out my song.
Damn, New York is full of thugs.
Let's go.
I'm trying to send someone to urgent before they make me a patient. With the stroller in a hospital hallway pacing. Put it on my mama. I try to tell my youngest not to slide, but they too busy.
I'm trying to hear this.
Trying to ease my pain and pop.
Ready to see wild shit. I mean, you got gangs dressing as Squid Games for Halloween.
Squid Games for Halloween.
For the last 2 summers, Bronx drill was everywhere. On TikTok, radio stations.
These boys playing GTA in real life, you know what I'm saying?
Blood-related, all established rappers beefing with each other because of block politics.
That's my cousin.
No, both of them are your cousins. Everybody's like, wait, hold up. They cousins, they're going at it, but he's cousins.
Can't wait to see Auntie now. Huh.
Because y'all are family, technically, could you ever see all of y'all reconciling?
Nah, I don't think so.
Wow.
Damn, niggas
The
be
music in
beefing
the
with their
Bronx
own
is super
family.
high energy.
This
Sometimes
is
too
crazy.
hot, like these kids got ADD or something.
Keep dumping. Eat that baby that can't know
Bronx has the biggest
nothing.
dropout rate in all of New York, and it's becoming a problem. You got
Damn.
kids going to school
Drop
in rival
out?
territories with different campuses getting metal detectors in them to squash gang shootings.
Jelly! OIK, you heard?
Shy K.
This, of course, is the rapper Shy K.
Shy
100
K's on
million
timing
views on
like
YouTube
that.
in 2 years of rapping, coming out of the Cortland Projects in the South Bronx, aka home of extortion. In 2009, the Cortland homes was subject to a police sweeping called Operation Bad Apple, which took down 52 people for racketeering and gang conspiracy. The NYPD even went on to build a police building right across the street from the projects called PSA 7.
Damn,
even
they
though
built a
precinct and
police
Bronx Borough Court
right by
are
them?
literally a few blocks away. Cortland's home to popular rappers like B-Love and Shaike. Shah, who's known for having a deep-ass voice that doesn't really match his face, went to the rival school in Mott Haven campus, just 9 minutes away from his hood, where he would bug out towards any kid that repped the rival gang, the YGs. He was making posts talking about YG killer, even hopping on Instagram lives at 12 years old, saying directly
12
to
years
a YG
old?
kid named Wuladi that he was gonna spare him.
What's up, Via Wuladi? Yo, he said, what's up, Via Wuladi? I know. I'm not gonna jump you, I'm gonna jump nuts.
5 years later, Wuladi would get murdered. See, the
Damn.
Young Gunners, or the YGs, is an infamous Bronx-made gang which started in 2003 in the Ma Haven houses and the Patterson houses, just 10 minutes away from Cortland. 2 detention centers in the Bronx, Horizons and Crossroads, are breeding grounds for gang recruitment, and the YGs were formed to combat the overwhelming numbers of Bloods in adult jails like Rikers Island.
I heard Rikers get real
At one point,
devious.
the YGs had dozens.
I
and
thought
dozens
Rice
of
Street
different
get
sets
devious,
all
but I
banging
heard-
under its umbrella. With all
I
sorts
heard-
of
I
different
heard
hoods
they
spread
get
out throughout
devious
the
over there
Bronx,
too.
forcing
Word.
other blocks around them to create their own gangs in response to combat the YGs. You can even see this in the classic South Bronx joint Shot Caller from French Montana. In the video, French is surrounded by YGs, and here you can see the leader, Drew Hef, who was killed a few years later at Club Tropicana, beaten on the head with the glass base of a hookah pipe. And when the
Damn,
glass
he got
shattered,
beat with
his
a
ops
hookah
used a metal
pipe?
rod inside the hookah to continue pounding his head, leaving Drew
Damn.
Hef drenched in blood. He died in a coma a week later.
Damn,
the youngsters
homie.
who oppose YGs
R.I.P.,
often
man.
cite this event to antagonize them.
Grab the hookah. Grab the hookah and do him like Hef. Don't got to not really beat him to death. Damn. Damn.
YGs were notorious for violence themselves.
I don't promote
Locals
this
remember
violence, but that was a
horrific
bar.
event that took place
I ain't gonna lie.
On April 16th of 2012.
I don't want no smoke.
The
I'm
gang
not
of
dissing
YGs
nobody.
were
I don't
drinking
do
liquor on
none of that.
hazy
I'm a
night,
great
discussing
kid, you
who was
know.
the toughest in the crew. This crew of YGs made a 7-minute walk and stormed their rivals on Cortland Ave to see who they could catch. The Cortland buildings were empty, except for one kid, a 16-year-old named Noah Bala, aka Moses, was alone walking. Probably weighed about 90 pounds soaking wet. The YGs chased
90
him, kicked him to
pounds?
the ground, and stomped him to death.
Damn. They don't be caring how old you is, bro. They're gonna get up.
Kids
They
from
gonna
the
up the
Cortland
score.
Projects hold Noah's name in high regard. B-Love,
Nah, that's
whose
crazy.
hit song, If You Know, You Know, got 16 million views when it was released 2 years ago. He actually confronted the brother of a YG's member that killed Noah outside in front of the Metro Court as this guy was waiting to be tried for a different murder of another Cortland youth named Yellow.
Come across the street. I came to court with it. Nah, flock you, throw that up one more time. What the fuck you talking about?
Throw it up again.
Come across the street.
The Bronx is so crazy. Dudes will get active in the courts, outside the courts, in front of police. They don't care.
Come here, Shot. I'm coming to court tonight.
Now, Noah's
Oh,
death
nah.
is brought up in dozens of drill songs, all to disrespect him and the Cortland Projects. Notorious YG rapper D-Thang out of the River Park Towers, a YG stronghold in the West Bronx, made the song Wedgie Man This, Wedgie Man That. In it, D-Thang has
Damn.
a cold-blooded line talking about
They call
the
him
beating of
Wedgie
Noah.
Man.
Just watch how we spin like a fidget. If we catch I be going like that midget. So jelly fall back, I'ma clip him.
That song
Damn.
is riddled with disses. The title itself sounds funny. Wedgie Man This, Wedgie
Nah, you
Man
get
That.
you
It's a
die.
direct
They gonna
shot
make
at
sure
Shot
you get
EK,
put in a
the rapper
song.
from Cortland,
That's
who was caught
crazy.
on camera getting a wedgie.
Drag him.
Yo.
No, Jiggy
like my new
man.
song?
What you mean this? What you mean that?
Now, D-Thang's home, RPT, the River Park Towers, alias the Death Towers, encompasses two 44-floor buildings and two 38-story buildings standing over the Harlem River. 8 years ago, the feds took down 20 of their top guys, wiping out the leaders,
God
hiring
damn,
security
20?
guards, and installing cameras to stop people from dealing drugs right outside. Then the kids took
RPT,
over.
Fosep.
And one way out. So this is my brother for life, forever.
They continued drug dealing, robbing. The feds were actually finding illegal weapons in the music videos, then tying them to shootings.
You got shot, is that true? Yeah, we know. Word of my mother, we know.
New York has always had very strict gun laws. People want to know
New York,
how
you
these
get caught with a
kids were
gun,
getting
you're
their hands
done.
on weapons. Ghost guns, these untraceable firearms made from parts you could purchase online. It's been wrecking havoc in the city.
If you're a child, if you're a convicted felon, you can go online and purchase these parts, get the parts, construct a firearm.
Serial numbers, untraceable, no background check, nothing. That is a problem.
The whole of 2021 was crazy. As the feds were tuning into Instagram lives, you could see stuff like rapper D-Thang with his own cousin, K-Flock, flashing out on each other for a live audience.
K-Flock and D-Thang are cousins?
If I see Stunner, you know I'ma whack him. Fuck that. No, I'ma clash him. Show my energy last time I saw you, Stunner.
K-Flock is literally D-Thang's blood cousin.
They were cousins and they beef?
Of Central Bronx.
I did not know they were cousins.
K-Flock's own mom pretended in an interview not even to know who D-Thang was.
Him and D-Thang are cousins.
I don't even know who that thing is. I'm the mom and I'm confirming it. That's nowhere near related to me at all.
His gang, DOA, or Dead on Arrival, is an allegiance of 5 blocks.
Dead on Arrival, that's what DOA stands
surrounded
for?
by YGs and Drillies, a vicious gang of bloods that also oppose K-Flock and his gang DOA.
Oh, Flocka, come play. Come play today. You always playing on the internet. I want you to come play today.
Now, because the fans
what did
knew
it say?
K-Flock is a crash out.
You always play.
Really paid Dougie Big Homie Kate a home visit. Know my bop. Laughed my ass off. Had him writing posts talking about go home. He ain't want to come downstairs. Oh, nah.
On the internet. I want
Why
you
he
to come
playing
play
with the
today.
Flocka like
Because
that?
the fans knew K-Flock is a crash out specialist who would film his gang endeavors all for social media, this resulted in all his music getting more and more views.
Let me tell y'all what he did, bro. This nigga gonna call me to a mansion party full of ops. Ask KK.
Yo, I was there.
We was in there, but who was there?
That's what I'm saying.
Locker in there. Right the room, no.
Now this would make his rivals upset and jealous. K-Flock would bring them into Instagram lives just to argue with them.
Bro, y'all over scariness. I was volleying y'all. You never did nothing to me though. Really never did nothing to me.
That kid he was talking shit to is Rajiz, a YG member from the 800 block, literally a 15-minute walk away from.
Is that
K-Flock's
Rah-Rah?
hood.
That's what
And
they be
just 2
saying,
weeks after
Rah-Rah?
They had that argument on live. This
No,
YG
don't
kid
tell me
Rajiz
that's
would
Rah-Rah.
preview a track called Real Facts, where he was going after K-Flock.
Hey yo, kicking out less with the facts. Anytime that they try to backseat, blew you a kid, you ain't smoking on Mac.
While this was going on, the feds were catching these same YG kids on surveillance cameras, carjacking Toyota Camrys, Mercedes Benzes,
said Toyota.
even robbing someone at gunpoint. A month later, on July 11th, those same YG goons were hunting in DOA territory, K-Flock's neighborhood. They only had to drive 6 minutes before stumbling upon a 13-year-old kid named J-Rip, who looked up to K-Flock with huge admiration. One kid hopped out of a black Honda Accord that had 3 orange racing stripes on its hood. The kid aimed his pistol, unloading into J-Rip, who stumbled into this cafe, Angels, bled out, and died in front of customers. The same cafe, Angels, where K-Flock and Shaike were hanging out on a live stream a few months ago, right across the street from K-Flock's apartment.
Word to the God. Don't slide. Don't try to go like doing some stupid shit.
Word of J-Rip's murder got out quickly that
Damn.
day. The kid Rajiz, who was
These
on live
niggas
with
just
Flock
be
a few
boom-
months prior,
they don't be
was now on
caring.
social media mocking
This
J-Rip's
is crazy.
death. 7 hours later, Jay's friends went
Now,
off
New
to
York
retaliate.
gets- New
They
York
found
gets
Rajiz
heavy.
in a private Uber on the phone. 2 shooters on a scooter pulled up next to him. He found Rajiz in a private Uber. 7 hours later, Jay's friends went off to retaliate. They found Rajiz.
Damn, they got back in 5 hours?
7 hours later, Jay's friends went off to retaliate. They found Rajiz in a private Uber on the phone. 2 shooters on a scooter pulled up next to him, opened fire through the window, hitting him in the head and torso, killing Ra instantly. And all this happened.
Damn, they got back in a day.
J-Rip's murder scene.
Derek got to take notes. I
Ra's
came
family
from.
learned about his death from a friend who was on the phone with him at the moment he was killed.
Damn,
Revenge
he
does
died
not
on
heal
the
losing
phone.
loved ones, but Flock's fame was exponentially growing. He got an offer for his very first show upstate in Poughkeepsie, 2 hours out of New York City, where locals targeted him right away. 5 people were found shot, 1 stabbed, right outside the club.
God damn, they pulled up to the show
as security
heavy.
at the venue
Nah, these
scrambled,
New York niggas
turning
be
his
on
tour bus
time
into
and
a
straight
makeshift ambulance,
thugs.
transporting victims to the hospital. The tour bus got shot up as well, because the people that were doing the shooting thought the K-Flock was inside it.
Most of these victims were occupants
Nah,
of a
these
private
niggas be
bus
on bad
that had been
timing.
identified as being in multiple
This is
locations
crazy.
here in the city of Poughkeepsie.
But he managed to escape unharmed. The next day, K-Flock would pop out at Rolling Loud, New York for a surprise performance.
With the surprise performance, the next stars in New York, K-Flock and B-Love.
But he got into a brawl with another Bronx artist as their entourages clashed.
I remember
thus
this.
banning Flock
Nah,
from the
Dougie B
festival
looks
for
crazy.
life. And all
He
this
got
beef
banned.
just boosted his profile. That same night, he would drop the song Being Honest with G Herbo.
Nah, this song
which
is
now has
dumb
25
tough.
million views on YouTube. It was like
I'm
K-Flock
telling
was on
y'all,
top
Flock
of the world.
was, Flock
but
was
he
free
still
right now,
doing
he'll be
drills.
going crazy.
6 days later, he was in a rental car with his boys, driving to his cousin D-Thang's building, the River Park Towers, spotting an op, shooting them on the Roberto Clemente Bridge. And you'd think it would stop there, but no. The next week, undercovers pulled K-Flock over in Yonkers, finding a gun in his sock, which if you know New York
His
laws,
sock?
carries a 3 to 5 year sentence. The very next day, he was bragging about buying a new gun.
Got booked for the chop, bought
You're thinking this
another
might
one.
stop,
Oh,
and it
nah.
will. Getting close to Christmas, on December 16th, 2021, K-Flock walked past the barber shop in Harlem early in the morning. Had a standoff
Oh, I
with this
remember
man,
this right
pulled
here.
a pistol out, and shot him dead. The rapper in the
But that
city
was
with the most
self-defense,
buzz,
bro.
caught on surveillance video, wearing designer clothing from head to toe, shooting a rival. And the
He
shoes
really
he's
rapped his
wearing
lyrics.
in
He said,
surveillance video.
I'm in fashion, I bet I'll still up it. He really upped it in fashion. Amiri, Montclair, them J's look
That
unreleased.
day are the same unreleased Jordans he was showing off for social media just a few days
Damn.
before. The craziest part is
That
the
wasn't
guy
him
Flock's
though,
booked
bruh.
for killing comes from a set in Harlem that have the same enemies that K-Flock has. Geographically, they have the same rivals. They both beef with YGs and Drillies. Flock began beefing with this
Now,
set
whoever
in Harlem
reporting this
called
is low-key
OIs, because
he's
one of
not.
the
I ain't gonna say
rappers,
he's a fed because I
E-Dot
think this
Baby, was seen
information's
at a
out,
party
but he
smoking
good
up
at what he
Instagram
do.
Live
I
with
came
some
from.
YGs.
Yo, this shit, why do this shit got 300 views?
So Flock turned on them, gathered his posse, and made one of the coldest Bronx drill songs yet.
This song was
called
tough,
Brotherly
too.
Love, riddled with disses towards this Harlem set.
I'm
the
telling y'all,
OIs.
K-Flock was gonna go up.
Niggas talking fuck he wanna do. We chill with them op niggas. Whatever they throw up, I'm dropping it too.
Shy K, the rapper from Cortland, would side with E-Dot Baby, so in turn, he would start beefing with Flock, and Flock would start
Damn,
beefing
he started
with him.
beefing
Both
with
of them
Flock?
releasing diss tracks, with Flock saying he was smoking on Shy K's dead
Damn,
father.
he's smoking on his pop.
Well, y'all niggas music is doing bad now. Y'all need him, but free him, because you know what we gonna do. We gonna be the 5th dad DOA member.
Interestingly, just minutes before Flock pulled the trigger at that barber shop, killing the man, he had logged onto FaceTime to talk directly to his rivals, brandishing his gun. And he was filming at the exact same stoops where E-Dot Baby, the rapper from Harlem, had
Nah,
filmed a music
I did
video.
not see this.
At
Did
the
he
exact
really?
same stoops where E-Dot Baby,
Bro, did he
the
really
rapper
go
from
on
Harlem,
live with the
had
fit
filmed a
that he
music
really
video
popped the
1 year
nigga in?
prior, called Ready for War. Slowly, one by one, the Bronx was following the Brooklyn scene, with all their rappers getting wiped out by police indictments. 5 months later, the Drillies would get taken down in a massive RICO case, booking 20 people for murder,
20?
conspiracy, racketeering, and gang activity. Not even a month
God
later,
damn.
D-Thang, along with 22 of his guys from RPT,
D-Thang got
get
caught
swept up
too?
as well. Then if you thought the scene wasn't toxic enough, 6 months later, the young rapper from Harlem, E-Dot Baby, would commit suicide, which has fans
Yeah, I
still
seen
wondering
this
to
too. I don't
day
think he.
why
I don't
that
know
happened.
if, bro. Do y'all really believe he committed suicide? You think the ops really had him running like that, bro? I don't believe that. I ain't gonna lie. I don't believe that.
Fast forward to this year.
I don't know what
February
happened, but I don't think he'll
2023,
commit
and
suicide.
K-Flock,
I don't know
who
what
was
he'll
already
be going
sitting in
through,
prison
but damn, free the Flocka, man.
for murder would
crazy.
be one of 7 DOA members named in a federal indictment spanning from 2017 all the way to 2020.
Wait, they
DOA
got
members
K-Flock got hit with
named in a
RICO. I heard they tried to give him life, bro. Life is crazy.
Wondering to this day why that happened. Fast forward to this year, February 2023, and K-Flock, who was already sitting in prison for murder, would be one of 7 DOA members named in a federal indictment spanning from 2017 all the way to 2023. This is the New York drill scene in a nutshell. Every few years, a
this
scene
is
pops off
crazy.
from one of the boroughs. Rappers make a huge wave, and then it all comes crashing down. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.
Nah, that was a crazy video, man. Free to Flocka though, man. That's gonna wrap it up today. That's gonna wrap up today's video, man. If y'all new to the channel, man, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, turn y'all notifications on. It's your boy Cyph, man. We out.